Welcome in. Now that you're here, allow yourself to soften into this moment by taking a deep breath in through your nose and a big exhale out your mouth as you draw all of your awareness back to this moment in time. Giving yourself permission now to let everything soften. If you haven't already, and not a moment before, allowing your eyes to soften and shut down, and the space around them to completely and entirely relax. Your lips now softening as you find a sense of ease in your jaw, releasing your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Noticing your organs inside of your body now, all relaxed, all at peace. As your muscles continue to relax even more now, notice how wonderful and easy it is for the body so quickly to drop into a sense of deep and total peace. In your mind's eye now, you begin to see a beautiful set of elevator doors appear. They begin to gleam gold. And as you walk closer to them, you see beautiful inscriptions of numbers at the very top. And as you press the button to go down, it lights up and the doors ding to open up. And as they slide open and you step inside, the doors gently close behind you, but you witness the most incredible view on the other side. You see inside of this space now a beautiful antique movie theater. So many incredible velvet chairs that are plush and waiting for you to come and relax. And as the elevator slowly begins to float down, 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 gently moving through space and time, you feel your body relax even more as it finally glides all the way to the bottom floor. And as the doors open now with a ding on the other side, they slide open and you find yourself immediately greeted by the smells of your favorite snacks wafting through the air to greet you. And as you begin to walk into the theater, you scope out the absolute best seat in the house and make your way over, noticing that, of course, your favorite sips and drinks are already waiting there for you. And as you plop down into this chair, you feel how incredibly soft it is underneath you. The beautiful velvet textures holding you so precious. And as you settle in, all at once, the screen begins to light up, and you notice that an incredible scene begins to play out from your future. One where you're so happy, vibrant. You can tell you're in such radiant health. Your skin is glowing. Your eyes are sparkling with a sense of awe And the way your body moves is so free and easy. Finding such delight in witnessing yourself move with such a sense of courage and lightness, levity and grace. Your body relaxes even more, seeing this incredible moment in time, waiting just for you. And all at once, you notice a dial on the armchair next to you, and you press pause, and as you do, you hear the set of tiny footsteps beginning to enter the theater. And as you peek over the other chairs, you notice your inner child has just stepped into the theater to join you. And as they run up to you with such excitement, you see that same gleam, that same sense of awe in their eyes as they stare up at you, completely delighted to be reunited in this moment. And as they plop on the chair next to you, you notice that they brought some of your absolute favorite snacks to enjoy. And as you two begin to dive in, you taste how delicious these snacks are, perfectly prepared for the two of you. Perhaps salty or sweet, or maybe even more earthy. You delight in just how wonderful these incredible flavors are hitting your mouth. It feels so wonderful in this moment to be connected to the sweetness of life, does it not? And all at once, your inner child begins to reach towards the dial on your chair arm. They press the button to reverse the movie, and all at once, you watch the movie start to reverse back and back and back and back through space and time. And then they press pause, landing on a memory where you're ready to find some forgiveness for yourself. And all at once, that scene starts to play out on the screen. You notice the brightness of the colors, how clear this scene is playing out. You watch what's unfolding, and your inner child watches next to you. And as you see what you see, you begin to listen now. Listen to what you hear as you watch this scene play out. And notice how it feels in your body to be watching this scene unfold with your inner child safely next to you. And all at once, they pause the scene and they turn to you as if to share some incredible wisdom. And as you turn towards them, you ask them what they needed you to see there. Perhaps what they needed from this moment that they didn't receive. Their deepest prerogative of their heart. Perhaps wanting to maintain connection, love, safety, belonging. And as you listen to what they have to share, you feel a deep sense of compassion wash over you, knowing that indeed their heart always wanted what was best. And all at once, as you find yourself staring down with an even deeper sense of softness in your heart and your body at this precious version of you. You begin to hear a second set of footsteps walk into the room. This time, your wise self enters into the theater to join you. Seeing yourself in such beautiful form, moving with such ease and clarity and lightness. You and your inner child both delight at seeing this version of you come to join you. And as they glide next to you to sit on down, the three of you find yourself so delighted to be reunited in this moment. Are you not? And all at once, your wise self reaches over and they press play, allowing that moment in time to continue to play out. And now, almost as if their presence alone allows this entire scene to feel lighter, you begin to notice flecks of gold appearing all over the scene. Your wise self begins to point out the wisdom gathered from this moment, explaining why this moment was necessary in order for you to transmute innocence into deep, embodied wisdom. For in this moment, there were so many internal resources that you gathered and that were needed for the rest of your movement through space and time. And with this knowing, all at once you begin to see the entire scene turn into gold. And your small inner child squeals in delight. And all at once, the entire moment is painted over in gold. And you and your inner child and your wise self sit there with a totally new perspective, seeing just how incredibly beautiful, necessary, and needed this moment was. Almost as if they're so full of delight they can no longer contain sitting down, your inner child leaps off of their velvet chair, running back towards the doors of the theater and making their way out to play, feeling so much lighter. And now you and your wise self sit completely at peace in this theater, awaiting one more scene to play out. And as your wise self reaches over to the dial, they begin to fast forward again, forward and forward and forward and forward and forward, landing on a moment where the most perfect utilization of those internal resources that you gained from the past, the exact wisdom you needed from that moment in time, begins to play out on the screen, where you get to use that wisdom not only to benefit yourself, but so many others too. You see yourself moving on the screen with so much assuredness and lightness, confidence and radiance. And as you witness yourself using the internal resources that you gathered so skillfully now, you listen and hear the incredible vibration moving through space and time as you impart these truths onto the ears of those who need them most. And now you notice in your body how much spaciousness you feel, realizing how perfectly paired these moments were, and that each was necessary for the other to arrive. Seeing this moment now begin to glow brighter, almost as if a golden film has begun to fill every single morsel of this moment. You see the colors and the golden flecks on the screen begin to grow brighter and brighter and brighter, and all at once, the screen dissolves into 1,000,000 pieces of confetti. And slowly floating down around you, all you see is golden light. And in perfect timing, your inner child runs back into the theater, giggling and laughing at the unfolding of this incredible sight in front of them. And all at once, they reach into their pocket and hand over a folded sheet of paper to you. And as you open it up, you realize that written on this sheet of paper is an apology letter from them to you. And as you read it, it's almost as if your heart melts into gold in this moment entirely. Looking down at their precious eyes, seeing that indeed there was never a need for an apology all along, for they always had the most precious innocence in mind, always doing their best, always filled with belief and hope. And you here now, comforting them, reminding them that it's all going to be so wonderful in the future, and that indeed you completely and fully forgive any moments that are needed. And all at once, you and your wise self and your inner child find yourself locked in the most loving embrace. And as you feel all parts of you being held here, your body finds such a deep sense of peace, moving forward with ease, tenderness, compassion, understanding, and clarity. Knowing that indeed, in the many days, weeks, months, and years ahead, that you yourself are experiencing a wonderful embrace, or perhaps even witnessing others embrace in the world around you. You'll be reminded of how held you are, and how in each moment you can choose to forgive yourself by holding the most precious parts of you, knowing that indeed they were needed to find the wisest parts of you too, and that together, all is one, through forgiveness. This is where we find peace again. Allowing yourself to anchor this into your body with the deepest inhale you've taken all day. You know that your work here is done for the day, and that indeed you can come back and visit this theater at many, many points in time. Beginning to give your inner child and your wise self one last big squeeze and hug. You begin to make your way back through the rows of the theater, touching the velvet chairs as you go, taking in these last moments of aromas of your favorite sips and snacks, and allowing a sweet melody to guide you back towards the elevators. And as you press the button, it lights up even more brightly now. And as the doors ding open and gracefully slide apart, you find yourself walking in And as the doors shut behind you, you look out at the glass window, waving and blowing kisses to your inner child and wise self as you begin to rise up and up and up through space and time, back to the present moment. And as the doors ding open at the top, they slide open and you find yourself completely present with all of the sensations in the here and now once again. Perhaps allowing a gentle wiggle to come into your fingers and toes now. A soft smile to find the corners of your lips. A lightness to your eyes as you gently lift your lids, welcoming yourself back to the here and now. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this meditation helped to bring you an incredible sense of peace.